Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis Scott with What's Happening in Birmingham today. I'm back again with familiar face, Latrice Slade of Slade LLC. Latrice, thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me, Jarvis. Glad to be here.
Great. I want to bring on Latrice today because she's working with the city of Birmingham on this wonderful service that they're doing for the citizens. Can you tell them about, I'm just break out the title of it, Lead-Based Paint Hazard Control Grant Program?
Yes, I am so excited about working on this project and the great things that it's going to do for the citizens of Birmingham. The city of Birmingham was awarded a HUD grant for lead-based paint inspections as well as abatement. And all that means is we can come into your home and use a device called an XRF to test for lead. It doesn't damage any of your property. And if we find lead, then it can be removed, which is during the abatement process. So it's a win-win situation and it's a free service.
Okay, so for the people that don't know, what are some of the dangers of lead poisoning?
Yes, we are targeting homes that have children under 6, and that could be, either they reside there or they visit there. So one of the things I want to make sure that people understand is that a lot of things that lead can cause, people don't realize it until it's either really, really bad, where the levels of lead, in the bloodstream is high, or, years later they say, oh man, I did, live in a place that could have had lead and I do have these symptoms. So we want to make sure that people protect themselves as well as their children. I want to make sure that people can sort of understand if they qualify or not. Just to get straight to the point. We have set up a landing page called leadtestingSavesLives.com. What it does is it has a few questions that you answer, and it will let you know if you qualify to fill out the full application, which is really great because we don't want you to fill out the application and you go through this long process and you don't qualify. So the purpose is to ask you a few questions such as, is your home located in the city of Birmingham? Was your home built before 1978? Does your home have at least one child under the age of 6? Either they reside there or either they can be like grandparents where they visit on a regular basis. And can you provide proof of property insurance?
Okay, and I'm looking at the application right here and it's saying like, I'm gonna make sure I just kind of clear. Like it says, please check all that apply. So do you need to have all 4 to qualify for this program? Or can you have like 1 or 2?
You need to have, all 4 would be great because this is what it's targeting. I could provide a little bit more detailed information about the application. It is, online. Once you go to that leadtestingSavesLives.com, you submit that information. It'll be another link that you can click on to go to the City of Birmingham website where the application is. You need to be prepared for the application. Have your information out. You might have to go back in later, to be able to get everything you need, but I'm going to run through what you have to have. And the cool thing is we are having a public involvement meeting on January 4th, 2023 at the Birmingham Crossplex. It's going to be from 11 to 5:30. And we're going to be helping citizens fill out the application there at the meeting. So you get help. But I would suggest that you bring these documents with you. So we'll be able to fill in the information with you. So I think that's going to be a great opportunity for people to be able to come and learn more about the threats of lead and what they can do to protect themselves. Now, in that application, I want to make sure people understand you have to have your full name, proof of property insurance, proof of up-to-date mortgage payments, copy of a deed, photo ID, of the person who's head of the household, a birth certificate for any child that is 6 and under, or an official form of birth verification. You could also bring a copy of the last 2 months of pay stubs for anyone employed at age 18, the most recent 2 months of bank statements, copy of your most recent tax return, your Social Security, disability, or pension income. If applicable, you may not have that DHR printout of food stamps, child support, FIP, Medicaid, or Title 19, if applicable. If owner or occupant over the age of 18 is self-employed, a self-certification affidavit must be submitted. And finally, if childcare is provided in-home, a parent verification form is needed. So
Okay, yeah.
as you can see, all these things are not required. If it's not applicable to you, it's not applicable. But the things that are applicable to you, please bring it with you.
Okay, yeah, I definitely see it. I think it's definitely important. Like, for example, you coming on the podcast, they kind of explain because, a lot of these documents, a lot of us just don't have it just readily available in front of us. It may be scattered
Yeah.
around our house, or we
Yes.
may, have to go to the bank and get the bank statements or the birth certificate. You may have to go get an official copy from the health department. So what dates are it again that there's going to be this information meeting about this?
It's going to be January 4th, 2023, from 11 to 5:30 at Birmingham Crossplex. And listen, this is the most important thing. This is a free service, and that's why they're trying to make sure that the people qualify for it. When you talk about abating and removing lead, that could be doors, windows. Those things are very expensive. And if it's at no cost to the homeowner, we want to make sure we're using the federal funds and grant appropriately. And so that's why we ask for the information. But we don't want that to deter people from getting involved. We want as many people as possible to take advantage of this, to be able to get their house upgraded if they have lead in it. We want to protect the citizens.
Yeah, and I think about it too. It's just make you be much healthier
Yes,
because
definitely.
years of having this and continuing years for this, like for example, like I said, a younger child that may somewhere, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but it may affect their development because they getting all
Yes.
this poisonous, lead material, and then 40 years ago, that was the type of material that they was using to make homes. Nowadays, the lead poisoning is probably less prevalent because we know about the dangers of it. But I think this is like you said, this is a great program. And actually, I bet some of the people probably not even know they had lead in the house. So
Exactly. And one of the things we also do risk assessments. And
okay,
like basically the XRF is, you can point to the area that you want to test, like if it's, walls or if you want to do baseboards, doors, windows, whatever. We also test for the lead dust. And we can do that like under a windowsill on the floor or in the hallway. These are areas where children may sit and play, maybe on the front porch, things like that. So children actually digest the lead in their system from the dust from the lead paint. Or if they're playing in the windowsill and it's dust there. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware that sometimes, we think that we're cleaning, but for the remediation and abatement process is more a thorough cleaning. And so you can't clean the same way with the same type of equipment and chemicals that we use. The chemicals are safe, but it gets that lead out of the house in a safe environment for your family.
okay. And one thing I noticed too, as I went through the application, is that you all are doing possible relocation during this process.
I'm not sure as far as, the extent of relocations. It would have to be probably a very severe case of lead. But that's basically most of the time when we test, it's like doors, windows,
Okay.
things like that. And if the person doesn't want to be in the house while they're doing the construction process, maybe they can work around their schedule, with the construction process. I think that's something that has to be addressed on a case-by-case basis.
Okay. So what's that website again? And when is the
It
information?
is leadtestingsaveslives.com. We also have flyers with information. We want to spread the word. We are asking people to share this information with family, friends, churches, schools, anyone who will listen to the importance of the lead testing. And it's most of all free.
Okay. Well, Latrice, thank you for coming on today. You all, especially if you're citizens of the city of Birmingham, please check this out. It could be very important to your health. That's not much else to be said about that. So thank you, Latrice, for coming on. Thank you all for watching this podcast. Please check out what's happening in Birmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check me out on Apple Podcasts. And you all have a great Christmas holiday weekend. And don't forget, on January 4th.
See you at the Crossplex. Thank
See
you.
y'all. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.